last week I had said that we were going to get you the name of the demon that Ghost Rider has. The answer is Zarathos, which is not at all like Thanatos, who is like the god of death. Not to be confused with Hades, who is the god of the dead. Not to be confused with Zeus, who is a prick. Welcome to the Comic Panel Nerdcast with your host, Ryan Dingle, and your co-host, Jermaine Clover.
Hello.
Yeah, this is the first episode in a while that it's just the two of us, eh?
Oh, it's been a while since it's just been a one-on-one session.
Yeah, so we're not going to try and make the guests like a regular thing. I mean, despite my efforts, but yeah, no, it's good that we just have this episode for the two of us, I guess. So how have you been, man?
I've been good. I've been sleeping the entire day because it was my day off from course. So
I am so sorry.
No, it's fine. I set an alarm literally like 49 minutes before I had to come in because like you messaged and you were like, oh, what time are you coming in? And I was like, 3:30. And then I checked at the time because I was like phasing it out. And I was like, I'm definitely going to pass out. I'm going to set an alarm. And I was abruptly woken up. And I was like, right.
Yeah.
I've got a podcast to help record.
Yeah. So what I thought we would talk about this time is, you remember, like, a couple episodes back, I had like asked you and Patrick, who would you put into, who would you guys put into Injustice 3, like the casting? Yeah. So I thought we would do something along those lines again, except not for Injustice. Like, say the Lord and Savior Sakurai came to us and said, hey, you guys have no lives. So I know you guys will be perfect or, well, desperate enough to make the roster for Super Smash Bros. 6.
Oh, oof.
So the first thing that we're going to do is so this is what the episode's going to be about. So like, I mean, you can change it anytime, but you know,
it's fine.
So first thing that we have to discuss is
the mainstay roster.
The characters that are staying, or do we just go the cheap route and just go with all of them that have been in it? Like, I mean, like, I know that's like Smash Ultimate sort of thing, everyone is here sort of thing, but like, you can't really improve a roster from that if you're going to.
Well, you kind of can, but like at the same time, like, that is. But in all honesty, I think it would just because like it's Super Smash Bros. It's usually like the same thing. Like, correct me if I'm wrong, but like usually it is like the last roster moves on to the next roster. They just add on a little bit more people.
Not exactly, because there have been characters that were like removed from the roster and like going forward sort of thing. Oh. Like Ice Climbers were removed and weren't put into Smash 4, for example.
Oh, fair.
Yeah, it's just like and like Pichu was only in Melee until Smash Ultimate came around.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. It doesn't go Melee then Ultimate.
Yeah,
right?
no.
Sorry.
It goes Melee, then Brawl, then 4, then Ultimate.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. So do we just stick with all of them, including like the ones that were put on for DLC? Just like,
I say because that it narrows down our like options.
Yeah,
which makes it way easier.
Yeah, I think that's good. So I'm gonna pass this on to you because, like, all right. So we've got this because I'm gonna say 6 new characters.
6 new characters.
We get 3 each, alternating, and
easy.
So you go first, sort of thing. What would be like the announcement character, like Inkling was for?
The announcement character.
Yeah.
In my heart and soul, I've got to say, like, Virgil. Virgil would make people lose their minds.
Virgil and not Dante?
Oh, everyone would love Dante from Devil May Cry because he's such a mainstay.
Oh, yeah.
But at the same time, like, we've seen him, like, he's been a skin, we've seen him in PlayStation All-Stars, and everyone still wants Dante in Smash Brothers.
Yeah.
But I think it'd be a very good ankle breaker and a good representative to be Virgil.
Yeah.
Because it'd be fucking cool. Also, his kit. Virgil would be fucking nasty in the next Smash Brothers game. He'd be fucking crazy.
And then, like, you could, like, you could see Virgil go up against Sephiroth and that sort of thing. Like, and it not being a web series by Death Battle.
And then not being a complete wipe. True story, though.
I mean, yeah. Speaking of Death Battle, like, have you seen James Bond, John Wick?
I didn't watch it, but I did see the clip because you did ask me. You said like, "Oh, did you see the Death Battle?" And I was like, "No." And then I saw it while I was scrolling through fucking YouTube.
Yeah.
And like I saw, John Wick versus James Bond, and I was like, "That's impressive," but like I haven't seen it. My thoughts, John Wick. He's like unfucking hinged.
Okay. Do you mind spoilers?
Oh, go ahead.
Okay. You're wrong, actually.
James Bond wins.
Yeah.
Well, is it Golden Gun?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. It does use all of like the James Bond movies, not just the Daniel Craig one. And that's
I know, yeah. But
so, and it's like has
did they use the Golden Gun?
And no. It has the car though, and the car and.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah, and it just has. I thought
so.
It was,
basically, it was a weapon versus. It was just weaponry versus like trained assassin.
Yeah, basically that's what it was, and it was like it's like James Bond has fought like similar like skilled opponents before, and it's just like not really, but okay.
That's true.
Yeah, and next one that's coming up is Black Adam Apocalypse.
Black Adam versus Apocalypse.
Yeah.
Why do I feel like this may be the possibility where, like, it's an even matched Marvel versus DC, but Marvel might actually win this? I could be completely wrong. But Apocalypse goes crazy. I don't know how it'd fare against Black Adam.
I'm just thinking about how they analyze Shazam. And like how strong like Shazam was, like punch a black hole sort of thing, and it's just like as Shazam's got Black Adam's got the same theme, but it's with the Egyptian gods. So I'm just like, yeah,
well, yeah. I mean, Black Adam is still very powerful, extremely powerful.
Yeah, fair enough.
But then again, so is Apocalypse.
Yeah. So going back to a topic, Virgil as the announcement character, how would they go about it? Like, as in, like,
oh, they'd probably do the same thing they did with Persona 5 with Joker's announcement. Like, it's just something out of pocket, or like, it's smart what they did with both of these, with those announcements of Persona 5, Joker's inclusion and Inkling's inclusion, because at the same time. Splatoon was like getting something happening to the game. If it was either Splatoon 2 or like something, an expansion or something. And what was it? Persona 5 was just announced to be moving to different consoles.
Yeah.
And like, that was smart. And saying that, a way to include Virgil into the game with it being a sneaky insert would probably be banking on a Capcom DLC or something very small as an announcement. And then the big reveal being that Virgil isn't now in Smash.
Yeah, fair enough. I think Virgil would be like a very hype sort of like.
Oh yes,
it would be. I mean, like if he's like he's like the first character sort of thing, so it would be like huge. Like,
exactly.
It'd be like just imagine if like Smash Ultimate was like announced. But it was not announced with Sephiroth instead of Inkling. Like that's the impact I feel like it would have.
If Sephiroth was there instead of Inkling, everyone would have lost their minds, because it was a different story when Inkling came in, because they were like, because everyone's first thought was new Smash Bros. Game. Their second thought was Inklings and Smash Bros. If it was Sephiroth and Smash Bros, that would be a joint like conclusion. Everyone would be like, new Smash game and Sephiroth, this shit goes crazy.
Yeah. I'm gonna go for like a property that has been used for like the second character. Right. This one would be like the Ridley sort of thing. Like that's just been like announced with, with Inkling and stuff like in the Smash Direct sort of thing. Shadow.
Oh, fair. No, Hedgehog. He'd be a good addition. Because like, he's got a pump action M16. So like,
and they can't complain that guns aren't useful anymore because
because Joker,
yeah, and for his neutral special, he uses a gun.
Like no, yeah, I'd love Shadow. I've talked to my friends about it a lot. Like not a lot, but I've talked to my friends about it every now and then. Like how like Sonic is a good inclusion and a very good advocate for Sonic, obviously the game series, but like more. And I was one time I remember talking to my friend, I was like, what about Knuckles? And they were like, what the fuck's Knuckles gonna do? And I was like, fair. Knuckles ain't gonna do shit.
Yeah, I mean, like, and like, here's the thing: it's like if you're not going to include Shadow as a separate character, you could potentially just use him as an Echo Fighter.
Oh yeah,
but at the same time, he has so much more that he could do. Like
a pump action M16.
I mean, like Chaos Spears, Chaos Control, that sort of thing.
Oh yeah, no, yeah,
you could have a Chaos Control parry, like Witch Time.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
but also a gun.
Or he could have like the Black Arms sword. You know, like yeah, like that could be I don't know, like
no, I get that. It'd be Shadow would be a great inclusion as like someone in the Sonic as another advocate for the Sonic series.
Yeah,
like it's smart.
I mean, like most people would probably put like Tails and Dr. Eggman sort of thing. Like Dr. Eggman, like
you could just mod him. You could just mod over Bowser Jr.
Yeah,
in a way.
It's like that's. Like, sort of thing. But like, I think that with Shadow, like Shadow has like enough variety, and like you could even like it doesn't even matter if you like you don't even have to use Super Shadow as the final smash. You could, but you don't have to because you could either use Chaos Control or Chaos Blast.
Exactly. Yeah. There's a lot that you can utilize Shadow over every other person on the roster.
Yeah. All right, so what about because with Smash Ultimate they introduced the idea of Echo Fighters, and like they don't fully count as other fighters because I mean like Ken and Daisy, but not Dr. Mario for some reason. That it was like.
Yeah, it's weird. He's the same character, but he does have a different kit, but at the same time, not that different.
Is it different though? It's just like it's the same moves, but with like a different look to them. That's it.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
That is confusing that he's an Echo Fighter then.
That annoys me. So anyway, so with the roster so far, who would be an Echo Fighter?
Who'd be an Echo Fighter? As an addition to it? Is this
this is not including the 6 characters.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Then a possible Echo Fighter.
Yeah.
Oh, probably.
You have to keep in mind as well that they have to be from the same series. So like Daisy was for Princess Peach and that sort of thing.
Well, that's a lot. Ooh. Okay, now that's making me think even more.
Because I'm going to be honest. Were you thinking of using like Eggman as the like?
No. Yeah, Eggman would have been an Echo Fighter, but he wouldn't have been an Echo, like the legitimate Echo Fighter because he's not from Mario.
Yeah.
But all I can think about so far is like the main character from Persona 4 being like a Echo Fighter of of Joker.
Yeah.
But like it'd be similar, but obviously you can change it because different stands.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Different personas. My bad. Sorry, I've been on JoJo's TikTok on my For You page and shit. But like, that's all I can think about so far. No one else comes to mind.
I'm gonna throw this out there. Maybe Zero for Mega Man.
Oh, actually,
Either Zero or Proto Man.
Oh, dude, everyone would love. Okay, not everyone would love Proto Man, but like a hefty amount would love Proto Man. I don't say like not a lot because Proto Man is such a niche Mega Man fandom type of thing. So because everyone knows Zero, because like if you've played MVC, like the Mega Man X series, you know Zero.
Yeah,
but like Proto Man is like I've only seen like a certain amount of people recognize Proto Man.
Yeah,
but a lot of people recognize Zero. So. Then you're not wrong, actually. I think Proto Man or Zero would be a very good clone character for Mega Man.
Yeah.
Which would be really good, yeah.
Yeah. So, like, those Echo Fighters out of the way, what would your next character be?
I thought about this a lot, and I found it really funny. Miles Edgeworth from the Ace Attorney series.
Oh yeah, it's because Phoenix Wright was in
NBC, yeah. And they showed the potential of a character who like is from a point and click detective game. Like you can, I only say Miles Edgeworth and not Phoenix. For the same reason I said Virgil instead of Dante.
Or like it was Kazuya instead of Heihachi.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Because like these characters have already been in other games. And it's not to be like, since they're in that game, they shouldn't be in Smash. It's just to like give a new insight or like a possibility. But in saying that, Miles Edgeworth as my advocate for my second fighter. They could also work for a clone character, Phoenix Wright, or Godot, or what they did that my friend, because I have my friend Tor, he loves the Phoenix Wright series, right? And he, off the bat, he noticed when we got MVC 3 Ultimate, he realized that every single color coordination in Phoenix Wright's color scheme are all the different lawyers from Phoenix Wright. So in doing that, Miles Edgeworth or Phoenix Wright, you could work on that and be really funny and really cool and a nice nod to the Phoenix Wright series.
Yeah.
I also mentioned the stage.
Yeah. Oh, like the courthouse.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. That would be amazing. Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah. And then like, okay, so I'm just thinking about like I'm thinking about like how Smash Ultimate did it, because like Miles Edgeworth was like the Simon sort of thing, like. And then you've got to have a character, and I'm thinking like if you're gonna have a character like King K. Rool or something from a very popular like platforming game, Crash motherfucking Bandicoot.
That's true. He's a really good advocate. Plus, he's a good advocate for Naughty Dog getting.
Yeah, if you're gonna use him as the final DLC. Like
he'd be way better as like the final reveal because he'd have such an impact.
Yeah, but I'm just like, I mean, like with like I feel like this would be like, I mean, like, if you're gonna not have him as the final DLC, have him like here, because it would be like a perfect sort of.
Oh yeah, exactly.
It would be a huge selling point. It's like, oh fuck yeah, I want Crash in the game. Let's fucking go. Yeah.
And he's got a good kit. There's a lot of stuff that you could work on.
Yeah, no, like you could add, you could work with Aku Aku as well.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Yeah, and like, ooh, would the possession from Crash of the Titans be a move?
It could be.
Yeah.
There's a possibility. Yeah. It'd be really hard to implicate, though.
Yeah, no, fair enough.
Yeah, but like, it's not out of the question. It's not out of the question.
Yeah. Yeah, fair enough. So... this is going well. So we needed like a character of like your final character sort of thing.
My final character isn't like as like big and grandiose. If anything, I think a really good addition, which I don't think would be in because of I'm overthinking it differently. But Joel, possibly Joel and Ellie from The Last of Us 1, not 2. Yeah. Because, like, I've always wanted them in PlayStation All-Stars, which didn't go through because the game has a horrible history with the funding and everything. Still enjoyed the game. Yeah. But, like, if I can't get Joel in PlayStation All-Stars, I think it'd be really interesting to see what they could do with him in Smash.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Which would be, like, really cool. And I thought, like, possibly a puppet character. But, like... Oh, wait, no, sorry. I take back Joel. No, never mind, not Joel. Sorry.
Fuck Joel. No.
As soon as I say puppet character, I remember Jill from MVC2, and then I remembered who I would really want in Smash.
Yeah.
Would it be Leon Kennedy?
Yeah.
From Resident Evil 4, mostly? Yeah. Like, not to say that he's in... Bad.
Yeah, he's in... Yeah,
but 4 is where he has most of his kit. There is 6, but, like, 4 is such a, like... iconic moment for everyone. Plus, everyone like kind of shits on 6 for some reason. But like for like RE4, Leon Kennedy, or RE2 or 6, but Leon Kennedy nonetheless would be. I'd love him as the advocate for Resident Evil, and like everyone would probably say like, oh
yeah,
he would
like be another Capcom rep as well.
Exactly, he'd be a really good Capcom rep, Resident Evil rep, and he'd be a really good addition. And it's like. There is the whole like most people would rather prefer Chris Redfield or Jill, but like,
I wouldn't.
As a biased, but as a biased person for me, I'd like Leon Kennedy as a good stand-in because it's Leon Kennedy and he's fucking cool and he's a good character arc. Yeah,
my final character that I'm going to choose because every new game has added at least one Pokemon, so. I'm feeling like I need to add Pokemon as like the final one. And it is going to be a grass starter because we need one of those.
That's true.
Grass has been getting like the short end of the stick sort of thing. I mean, like when Smash 4 came along, like Squirrel and Ivysaur were nowhere to be like the Pokemon trainer, Charizard, and then it was Greninja that was introduced. And then Smash Ultimate brought the Pokemon trainer back and Greninja, and then they have Incineroar. Part of me feels like, the appropriate one would be Rillaboom simply because it's like 6, 7, 8 sort of thing.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm not going to go with that.
Fair.
Simply because it seems like it's too easy sort of thing. So, this would not only be a Pokemon rep, but a Pokken rep.
Oh.
And that would be Sceptile.
Yeah, I thought you were going to go with that one because I was like, well, if it's not Rilla, then it'll probably be Sceptile. And Sceptile is an amazing choice because he's so like diverse and his character model is like very easy to work around.
Yeah, and plus it's like yes, you could do like a Generation 9. I don't know how that's going to end up though. A lot of people are hoping that the grass starter ends on 4 legs instead of on 2 because all the cat ones so far have done that.
You're talking about Weed Cat?
Sprigato, yeah.
Sprigato the Weed Cat.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we don't know what their final evolutions look like as well. So that we can't.
What should be that? What is it? Persian. The final evolution of Meowth, Persian. Well, I forgot what it's called.
Persian, but with a weed leaf on his head.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it's just a blunt.
Yeah. And it's grass and rock type.
Oh, dude. And that's how we get Snoop Dogg to be in Pokemon.
Yeah.
With the jokes of Weed Cat, I feel like they should make a Snoop Dogg model in the new, just as a funny joke. Like, to be honest, Snoop Dogg, Pokemon, that'd be funny. But Sceptile. Sceptile's a good choice.
Like an original move for Sprigato's like evolution line is Blunt Force.
That'd be beautiful.
No, but back to Sceptile. Like the other choice would have been Decidueye, but Decidueye, he's like the argumentatively the grass rep for Pokken, but
right.
Incineroar is also in it, and it's from the same region, so I'm trying to keep it different.
Keep it different. Yeah, and that's cool because there's no rep for the Red series. I say Red because I definitely know it. But what one was it? What generation was it?
Generation 1 was Red, Blue.
No, it's Sceptiles. What's Sceptile?
Ruby and Sapphire.
Yeah, what gen is that?
Generation 3.
3, yeah. Is there any Gen 3 representation?
No.
Yeah, exactly. That would be
there's Gen 1, and then there is Gen 6 and 7. That is it.
What a leap.
Yeah. I guess, there's 2, Generation 2 because of Pichu, but...
Oh, yeah. But then there's kind of like a throw in the dark.
Yeah.
But like Sceptile being a good choice, and like, not that you can do a lot with not Mudkip, what was the last evolution? Swampert. You can do a lot with Swampert, but like, and obviously Blaziken, but at the same time, like, Sceptile would be fast, and he would be fast, he would be strong. Exactly.
He would not be able to take much of a hit, but like...
Oh, yeah. But also he's like something new, because you said like there's Incineroar, there's like the water type, Greninja, the water type.
Yeah.
Like, I don't like grass types in Pokemon at all. I'll always avoid them. But like representation, love that.
Yeah.
Sceptile is a great advocate for the grass Pokemon and also Pokken.
Yeah. So that's the main 6 out of the way. Now we need to think about DLC.
Oh, yeah,
because DLC has to outdo what Smash Ultimate did. And that
Which is hard.
It's extremely difficult, yeah. And I feel like they're gonna do like they would do another pre-order DLC.
Yeah.
So what would they do for that? Because like the Piranha Plant thing was just like
that was goofy.
Yeah, it was goofy and everybody loved it.
Yeah, but it sold.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I don't know if it did so. A lot of people really like shed on Piranha Plant. Like if you do want to,
and then he was played.
Yeah, and I made him as like a side piece, and I'm amazing with him. Don't quote me on that. But
humble brag.
humble brag. But like in all honesty, in terms of marketing, if you want to pre-order DLC, its main goal is to pre-order.
Yeah.
So it's got to be someone good that everyone definitely would want off the bat and pay for. Which is a hard part of finding that out.
Yeah.
Like, because we've already got
it would have
Sora.
it would have to be a Nintendo property as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because it's like they're advertising for their own game.
So what is a good Nintendo property for pre-order DLC?
That is the question.
Oh, I have an idea.
Go on.
Okay, a large majority of Nintendo fans are the Pokemon demographic.
Yeah.
I think one big thing that would definitely get pre-order sales off the bat, while also being an interesting inclusion, would have to be that big line with the sword from Sword and Shield.
Oh, Zacian.
Yeah, like I'm not saying like that one specifically, but like any legendary Pokemon would be an amazing addition to not only Smash, but also as a pre-order.
Yeah, no, I feel like with the new one that they will use a Sword and Shield map, and Zacian and Zamazenta will be a part of that.
Right, yeah, exactly.
And Eternatus as well. So I'm not sure if that would work.
If those two specifically.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like any other like legendary Pokemon that you could like that could possibly be used as a pre-order bonus?
Actually, yes, because how well do you know like your like the bosses for the Smash Brothers series?
All I know is Mr. Hand, and then that one time where they got 2 hands. That's it.
Well, Smash Brothers Brawl was the first one to add like a proper story to Smash Brothers, right? If I recall correctly.
I'm unsure. I'm not the Smash expert.
Yeah. And one of the bosses that you could face, it's all in the lines of like originally was once a boss and now he's a playable character sort of thing.
Oh, that's similar with Smash Bros. Getting Dracula, right?
Yeah, like Dracula is a boss, but like yeah. Where was and if we're gonna go by that same logic, Rayquaza.
Exactly. Yeah. That Rayquaza would be an amazing like pre-order, like because a lot of people would sit there and be like, a lot of people obviously outside of the Pokemon community would be like, oh.
Another Pokemon rep. It'd be
rep.
like the same as like another Fire Emblem rep, basically.
Yeah, exactly. But at the same time, it's not just a Pokemon rep. So at the same time, it's like a push and pull. The Pokemon demographic obviously would go eat that shit up off the bat. Like a legendary Pokemon that's playable, this shit's going to be cool.
Like Mewtwo.
Yeah, exactly. And like, but there is the push and pull of people who don't know Pokemon seeing it and being like, well, that character, I don't know that character, so I don't really know if I want to get it as a pre-order. I can just get it later.
And then there is the third side of it, which is neither Pokemon nor the ones that haven't played Smash Brothers.
Yeah.
It's the people who have played Smash Brothers going, oh, he's playable now. And so
exactly.
They would eat that shit up.
Exactly. There's like a lot of like pieces to the puzzle, but I do think with how big the Pokemon demographic is in Nintendo, that would be enough units to get you over the fucking board for another good DLC.
And then the final smash for Rayquaza could be like the Mega Form going into like the Deoxys meteorite from
Exactly.
flying into it, and it's just shattering to pieces.
Yeah, it'd be really good. It'd be an interesting like take, and I think that'd be a really good pre-order because like again, the Pokemon demographic goes hard. Yep. There's a lot of them. They all hate each other. They all hate their game, but that would not stop them from buying legendary Pokemon.
Oh no, it wouldn't.
In a Nintendo game.
Yeah.
So.
Right, so we got to move on to the actual DLC now because, that would be. I mean, like if Rayquaza is the pre-order bonus, you have to like have people stay around for a long time. Yeah. Who would you get?
I literally had him in my head, and now I've forgotten. Fuck. I'd think a good chunk of Sega fans, and they are like not a niche crowd, it's rising in popularity, but Kiryu from the Yakuza series.
Oh yeah.
It'd be a really good addition because like he's got so much to play with, and he's fucking Kiryu from Yakuza. If not Kiryu, obviously Majima would be a great addition to the game, and the DLC is from the Yakuza series. The DLC that would definitely get a lot of people to buy it.
Yeah,
I don't know how many units would sell with Yakuza, meaning that like if a previous DLC doesn't sell very good, that means that like you have the high possibility of having one less DLC. So I don't know how good Yakuza would Kiryu would sell to get them that full DLC roster. Yeah. But like I know it would sell enough.
Yeah.
And it'd be pretty good.
Yeah. And then my DLC character, I'm gonna put it up first, is an RPG character because like
that's a really good demographic, yeah.
Yeah. And I was thinking about just thinking about like last year's one is like Sans was added in as a costume for the Mii Gunner, and people lost their minds.
Yeah.
And like while Sans, yes, is the most popular character in Toby Fox's sort of series, it is not the most recent game, and so they would try and probably cater to promoting that. Yeah, and that game would be Deltarune. And the character that I think you would want to play from that would be Susie.
Remind me.
Okay.
Which one
Susie is the
purple dinosaur?
Yeah, with the axe.
Okay. Because as you said Susie, I was like, okay, it's either the purple dinosaur or the blunt smoking lamb.
We're all on blunt jokes today.
Listen.
Yeah.
But Susie would be a great advocate for Deltarune.
Yeah.
Because as you said, that's not the recent game. And Undertale still has a strong fandom. But like in terms of marketing, both Toby Fox and Sakurai would definitely want to. Toby Fox would definitely want to promote his new game, Deltarune, because he's trying to sell units for it to like do good.
Yeah.
And Sakurai would want a more modern thing because of the new fans that he wants to garner.
And alternatively, he would also want someone that he can make a kit around sort of thing. Because like, yes, Sans has all these magic and that sort of thing, like the bones and the Gaster Blasters and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
But Susie has constantly has the axe, and we don't really have an axe wielding character as of yet.
Well, not officially. I mean, there's Villager, but like...
Yeah, I mean, no, and then not Belvere, fucking that's League of Legends.
You mean Bailiff?
Byleth, yeah.
Yeah.
But like, that's more, I think that's more of a Warhammer.
Tomato.
Yeah. But yeah, I think Susie would be like a really good
advocate for Toby Fox's franchise. It really would. I think one of the reasons though why Sakurai didn't put any Undertale characters in officially is because of the 2D aspect. But I'm not saying that they shouldn't, but like it'd be a really good thing. But it'd be double interesting to see how they separate Susie from making Susie not just a Game & Watch clone. It'd be interesting to see. But Deltarune, Susie, great advocate. I think that'd be really smart. Yeah. I like that idea. As for mine, I'm drawing another blank. I think I swear to God I had it. I think it was like
pen and paper.
Oh, that's right. I think I had it, and I think this definitely would garner a lot of money. This would definitely save from my Yakuza take earlier with the DLC, but this would definitely probably sell a lot of fucking units.
Oh, yeah.
And that is the most recent free RPG going around, and that would be like, I don't play this game, so I don't know the characters, but I do know that someone from Genshin Impact would be a very good advocate for Smash Bros. Because it fits the typical RPG demographic. It's very famous. They got batshit crazy fans, and a lot of them.
Yeah.
It'd be really good.
I feel like here's what I'm thinking, because Genshin Impact, it has like the Traveler, which is like the main character that you play, sort of thing.
Yeah.
But it also has like other heroes that you transform and like you swap out for, sort of thing. So, give me. What I'm thinking is that the Traveler would be the character, and then it would be like a
switching between things,
like Pyra and Mithras. Sort of thing.
That's what I was thinking too. Yeah.
Yeah, but like it would like each variation doesn't come with its change for the Traveler. It comes with a different character.
Yeah, and that'd be really smart. Yeah, because it works very well, and that character would be interesting to see them work into.
They would like not like different as like different characters like
kind of like Pokemon Trainer.
Not like like the way I feel is that kind of like Pokemon, more Pyra and Mithra, but like the different characters don't change the moves; it just changes the particle effects.
Right.
So that they can just keep a consistent sort of thing, because there are characters that are associated with fire and water and that sort of thing. So we want to
keep it simple.
Yeah.
Which is good, but I do think any Genshin Impact representative would give them a lot of fucking units.
Yeah.
So which would be really interesting to see.
Yeah. All right. So my next one is, because we've gone through like apart from Pokken, there is not really a fighting game rep. Because we need a fighting game rep, and we can't exactly go with Mortal Kombat, because Mortal Kombat
Sakurai, he's a generous man.
Yeah.
But
he's
not that generous.
Yeah, no. Plus Scorpion is apparently going to be in Multiverses.
Oh, because he's Warner Brother owned,
yeah. So like that sort of thing. And so the character you would use for Mortal Kombat is either Scorpion or Sub-Zero, sort of thing.
Oh yeah, entirely.
But I want to go to a different fighting game, because we've had our Fatal Furies, we've had our Tekkens, we've had our Street Fighters,
King of Fighters.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no.
That was Fatal Fury.
That's Fatal Fury.
Yeah.
Kind of King of Fighters.
Yeah. And then Arms, whatever that was.
Virtual Fighter, but as a trophy.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers.
I think what we're lacking here is a little Killer Instinct.
Oh yeah, I was literally just thinking that 5 minutes before.
It's like which one would you use? I would think
off the bat, we know Orchid cannot be in it because of the Mai Shiranui incident.
Yeah. I mean, like they did take out that move from Killer Instinct though, didn't they?
In the new one.
Yeah.
Possibly, but she's still. I mean, okay. Above that, her costume her new costume is like less revealing. So actually, you might have a point. Yeah,
that's what I was gonna say. Black Orchid would probably be that sort of like, because she's kind of like the main character, and like not really. It's like, who's really gonna want to play
Jago?
Yeah.
I was thinking that. I was like, actually, the other one would be Django. But I had the same thought, like, who the fuck would want to play Django?
Yeah. But like, if they want to avoid like the blood issue, you would want to go with Fulgor.
Yeah, I was going to think of that too. Yeah. Splatter oil. Yeah, no, Fulgor or Orchid would be very interesting to use.
Yeah.
So I'd more say Fulgor, because he has a much wider kit in terms of like projectiles and all that stuff.
Yeah. this is going to go back and forth between like these ones, but for me, because if you're not going to add Killer Instinct and you are going to add Mortal Kombat, don't go for the heroes, because like the heroes, they would sell well, sort of thing. But how many copies do you think would sell if you just had a character that not only was a villain in Mortal Kombat, but one of their moves is a taunt?
Oh, Shao Kahn.
Shao Kahn.
Shao Kahn, in terms of Mortal Kombat, Shao Kahn would sell units.
Yeah.
Like, he's extremely visceral.
Yeah.
Which is like why Sakurai definitely would choose Shao Kahn last. But at the same time, he's so visceral, he has such a wide kit that he would work. He would sell units of like $1 and $1 because it's Shao Kahn.
Yeah.
Also, you can't not add the taunt as a move. I mean, there are taunts, but like, do what MK11 did: make the taunts do something.
Yeah. Like maybe like make the taunts make them more susceptible to damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that's what I'm thinking with that.
It would be really good. Yeah, no, Shao Kahn would be a good representative for Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
Like over Sub-Zero and Scorpion, because that's the only reason you use Sub-Zero and Scorpion to promote Mortal Kombat isn't only because they're the advocates for Mortal Kombat, but it's because whenever you talk to anyone about Mortal Kombat, the first people they think about is Sub-Zero and Scorpion.
Yeah.
So it's not for selling. It's not. Scorpion and Sub-Zero aren't for like selling units. They're for getting the name out and selling units.
I mean, you could get either Liu Kang or Johnny Cage to be that rep as well. Yeah, but like Liu Kang would be like another Ryu. Johnny Cage is just like a lesser Shao Kahn because he could have the taunt sort of thing, but like
everyone would just want to punch people in the balls, and we know Sakurai wouldn't do that.
Yeah, nah.
But like at the same time, no offense to Liu Kang and Johnny Cage and any fans of MK, but like they would not sell units.
No.
Everyone would sit there and be like, "Oh look, Johnny, did you hear Johnny Cage or Liu Kang's in it?" Anyone who doesn't know Mortal Kombat or like knows it very little would be like, "Well, who the fuck are they?"
Yeah. But like Shao Kahn would be like, "Yo, you're about to get your ass blasted because Shao Kahn is here. He's gonna fuck your shit up." So
exactly, and also his character model would get anyone who doesn't know Mortal Kombat outside of Scorpion and Sub-Zero, they just see this big hulking barbarian man with a hammer
and a skull face,
and the first thing they think is, "Oh, this guy fucks.
Yeah,
let's go." Like this is a character we need, and Shao Kahn would be an amazing addition. He would fuck shit up. He would boost sales as well, which is very good.
Just thinking because we need to like agree on what if Sora is like the big DLC for Smash Ultimate. We need something that would break the entire industry. Like Crash Bandicoot could do that, but if we're gonna have him in the first,
that's the problem with Sora's reveal though. Yeah, like where the fuck? In all honesty, where the fuck does Smash Bros go from there? Because Smash Bros Ultimate, everyone's wishes came true. Banjo and Kazooie, Steve, fucking Sora now, Kazuya.
Yeah, Sephiroth.
Yeah, Sephiroth. It's really hard to beat that DLC, let alone the final DLC being Sora. And we'd have to think really fucking hard. Like, because Sora was a different story because, like, Sora is from the Kingdom Hearts series. Not a lot of people like the Kingdom Hearts series, but everyone can acknowledge that Sora is fucking huge.
Yeah.
And like even if people who don't like Kingdom Hearts, the only reason they don't play it is because it's the one piece of video games. So it's like really hard to get into, but once you get into it, it's kind of alright. Saying this is coming from someone who like got moderately far One Piece, but not far enough. But like it's very hard to try and break that with Sora because the first thing I thought of isn't exactly a Sora. Would work with units, but I think more people would be more pissed off than happy.
Yeah.
But it would definitely sell units.
Is this like another buy list?
No, it's worse. This has to be the worst thing ever, and I swear to God, I hope they don't actually do this because these jokes were funny, but scary at the same time. That blonde guy from Fortnite.
No.
Any Fortnite representative would sell units, but everyone at the same time would be so pissed.
I feel like if you were to swap Crash and him, like he'd be like in the main game sort of thing, but Crash was like the final thing, then it would be okay.
It would be all right. It wouldn't be. It would be Sora. It definitely would be Sora level, but like not as Sora level. People wouldn't lose their shit as much as they did Sora. People would be extremely ecstatic, but like the thing with the Fortnite guy would be the funniest thing ever because like you would get so many people being very pissed off, but at the same time you'd get so many people that are like, "Oh my god, it's the dude from Fortnite."
And then again, there's the other like half that are like
that can't afford it because they're 12-year-old children.
Yeah, but like also and then there's the other part that is just like, I'm gonna piss so many people off by Fortnite dancing on them so hard.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. The meme trollers would have a field day.
They would have an absolute field day.
Exactly. But like I feel like a Fortnite representative for either the final DLC would be such a push and pull. Everyone would sit there and be like, "Oh my fucking god, the Fortnite guy's in here. This game fucking sucks." But then at the same time, half the demographic would be like, "Oh my god, the guy from Fortnite's in it.
Yeah.
I have so much fun."
The problem with Sora one was because like Sora was so big, not only because it's Sora, but also because Kingdom Hearts is also a Disney property.
Exactly.
That was like one of the things. Is like Disney is huge and they're huge on their copyright sort of thing.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. I told my friend about that because like I think 2019 when Smash Bros. Like. Is that when it came out? 2019?
2018 was Ultimate.
Yeah. Oh, late 2018 though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, yeah, because in 2019 where all the DLCs were announced, my friends were just like, because I have two big Kingdom Hearts fans as friends, and they were like, dude, they need to put Sora in the game. And my first thought was just like, well, that's like, it'd be great to have him in there. I'm not shutting you down, because like we got into heated arguments about it, but I was like, no, I'm not shutting you down. I'm just saying it is also a Disney co-owned property.
Yeah.
So... like, and I think I remember the conversation. I was like, so it's up to Disney more so Square Enix. They're like, no, Square Enix owns like half of it. And it's like, that's what I'm fucking saying. They own half of it. Half of it. They don't have the full say. And I think I do remember saying like, so either you're going to get Sora without the Disney characters or you're not going to get Sora at all.
Yeah.
And like I think some of them were just like, well, you don't need the Disney, you don't need Donald and Goofy. And I was like, well, that'll get them more things. And I ate my fucking words because Sora got into the game without Disney, and it worked
they did
well.
have the little thing on the keyblade for the trailer.
That was the only thing Disney wanted to do with Smash Bros, which I found super funny.
Yeah.
But like I think that's Disney doing that thing where they're like, oh, we can't advertise violence or like anything violent towards our characters, but they totally forget about Disney Infinity for some fucking reason. But like I'm pretty sure that's why Disney had nothing to do with it. But I think that was a split between Disney and Square Enix, and Square Enix was like, we can give you Sora, Disney wants nothing to do with it, fix it. And they did.
Yeah.
And they did a wonderful job, which was good.
There is one character that I feel that could match up to the whole Sora thing. Like, it would be like the impossible has been achieved.
Oh, fair.
That it is that level sort of thing. And as much as I hate this character, I hate this character so much. It is the only one that I could see that would even come close to like Sora.
Right.
Because if y'all aren't aware, there is a game that is made by Bandai Namco called Dragon Ball Z Fighters.
Oh, dude. Actually, you're not wrong.
If you were to put Goku in this Super Smash Brothers game, a lot of people would be pissed because like, oh my god, why couldn't we have one of the other Dragon Ball Z characters? But
No, a large majority would be like, holy fuck, Goku's in Smash.
Yeah.
Like, there's a small majority, I would be a part of it, like, oh, fuck, Goku's in another game.
Yeah,
but I agree with you. Someone who would match the hype of Sora, Goku from Dragon Ball Fighters. Not Goku from Dragon Ball, because that doesn't count. Oh, no. Fuck that. Goku from Budokai. Or any of the lovely Dragon Ball
Xenoverse.
thing. Or Xenoverse. Everyone would lose their fucking minds. Everyone would be like, oh, dude, Goku. I'd be pissed off because now next time I go to a Smash tourney, all I'm going to see is fucking Goku. That'll be the one time I relate to all of these pro competitive Smash fans. They all sit there and be like, why the fuck, all these fucking new Smash Bro 20 characters and all they're choosing is fucking Goku. I'd sit there and be like, yeah, no, fuck those guys. But like at the same time, no, not only would he match the Sora hype, he would boost sales a fuck ton.
Yeah,
because the world is plagued with Dragon Ball fans and plagued even more with Goku fans.
Yeah, and not even just that. It would be like this isn't like restricting to just video games anymore, because Goku wasn't originally a video game character, but because of Bandai Namco and that sort of thing, he was able to be brought in, and people would lose their collective shit.
I mean, it's a joint thing with Bandai Namco and Akira Toriyama, but Akira Toriyama was more than happy to put in Dragon Quest characters, which was a good job in Japanese marketing, because thanks to Dragon Quest, Japanese marketing got the units in. But I don't think Akira Toriyama would be opposed to having Goku in a game that is filled with Nintendo characters. Akira Toriyama would probably sit there and be like, no, you're right.
Or just like, what if I got to lose?
Exactly. It's like my series is already going swimmingly.
Yeah.
If I lose Goku to this, not only that, Akira Toriyama would get a lot of money out of it because it's Goku. But and also saying that, if that's the case, what if there was a joint DLC with both of them? Bandai Namco's representative being Goku from Dragon Ball Fighters, but that also means there's the possibility of Capcom's representative being Dio Brando from the JoJo's Bizarre Adventure fighting game series.
Oh, dude. I mean, out of all the JoJo characters, Dio would be the one that people would want most.
Also, Dio matches up to the Goku status in terms of JoJo fans.
Yeah.
Not saying that there's more JoJo fans than Dragon Ball. In all honesty, I think in terms of Goku fans and Dragon Ball fans, Goku would definitely sell the units. But in terms of JoJo fans, the thing that would sell the units the most with Dio Brando would be definitely the memers. Above the JoJo fans who genuinely watch JoJo, love Dio, and they're like, oh yeah, no, Dio Brando's in Smash Bros, let's go. There would also be the large amount of memers that would sit there and be like, funny man in game, I'm gonna fuck shit up.
So we're just moving from one Sean Schimmel character to another, basically.
Exactly. But that would be cool because, as you said, it would branch out more for Smash Bros. Because now, instead of it just being limited to video game characters, now it's video game anime characters that could push forward. And I do like that Bandai Capcom clash. That would be an amazing thing, because you know what else that could mean? New Namco x Capcom, or possibly Tekken X Street Fighter crossover series coming back. It would be really good to as a representation.
But if you're not gonna do that sort of route of Bandai Namco sort of thing, there was a Sony rep that you could get in that would match up to the hype because of a little PS4 game called Spider-Man.
Oh, that would break the internet.
Yeah, exactly. No, if you were to get Spider-Man into the Super Smash Brothers,
dude, everyone would. Actually, I think Spider-Man would break more hype than Goku and Dio.
Yeah,
because to be honest, you couldn't put Dio in the game without someone like Goku on the back front, because Goku definitely would add to the hype of that. But Spider-Man as a whole, he'd be fucking crazy. He'd be hard to pull off in terms of a kid. But No, yeah, he'd reach just as much hype and just as much pissed off people. Like, how did Marvel allow this? Marvel didn't. Sony did.
Yeah.
And now you're reminded that Spider-Man is owned by Sony and not Marvel, and now you're pissed.
Yeah.
Like, I hate Sony so much, I'm going to give them my money by buying Spider-Man off Smash Bros. Those fuckers. My money will show them that I hate the fact that
I sure showed them.
Yeah, I sure showed them. Give me Spider-Man.
Just some J. Jonah J. say, "Give me DLC of Spider-Man."
Give me the DLC of Spider-Man. But, sir, it's Sony owned. I don't care. I want DLCs of Spider-Man. Give me DLCs of Spider-Man. Motherfuckers. I'll never forgive them.
Yeah.
And I'll show my disdain by giving them money.
I thought that Marvel was. I thought that Spider-Man was owned by Marvel. I know better now.
I used to think Sony was my friend. I know better now.
Oh man. I mean, like, if you weren't gonna do Spider-Man, you could potentially do Venom. Like,
oh yeah, Venom. But like, Venom wouldn't have as much hype as Spider-Man. But like, in all honesty, I think Venom would definitely be because like Spider-Man and Goku, same hype level. I feel like Venom and Dio in terms of release of DLC, they'd have the same thing. Like a niche, like not a niche crowd, but like a small amount.
Yeah.
A large but small amount would be like, oh my god, Venom.
Yeah. If we're gonna actually going back to something like a good pre-order DLC, not only, I mean, like, Rayquaza, fucking huge sort of thing.
Oh yeah.
Strider Heru.
Oh, he belongs to a certain crowd, and like, because his games, they have not been out for a while, but he is a good
He's
advocate.
huge in Marvel vs. Capcom though.
Yeah, no, but that's the MVC like crowd. Everyone loves Strider. Like a lot of people who like Strider played some of the Strider games.
Yeah.
But also a lot of MVC fans love him because he's got an amazing kit as well. But like, yeah, no, Strider would be very good. Double good would be the funniest shit ever. Would be pre-order double, like probably a double. So you put Strider in Smash Bros.
Yeah.
You announce that there is a new Strider reboot. Everyone loses their minds, and then on the icing on the cake, MVC 5.
Yeah.
That would sell so many units.
Yeah, and I'm just going to put this in there because, I mean, it's been around for 12 years. We got to acknowledge League of Legends is fucking huge. They are like one of the hugest franchises of all time.
And now with Arcane, they've garnered more of an audience.
Yeah, and they're making their own fighting game sort of thing. So, like,
looks interesting. I don't know. I feel about it.
And like you've said that sort of thing in the first episode. Watch it, listen to it, by the way. Selfless plug. Yeah, it's like who would you get from that? And there are several choices because of like how long I've played League for. So I've got the internet.
You've got the kit knowledge.
Yeah, right. So like it's just like primarily there are a few characters that I consider like the poster children for League of Legends. One of which is Rise, who is like an arcane mage sort of thing.
Yeah.
With a scroll. One of which is Lux. I hate that character, but like Lux is huge in terms of marketing. Like she has like the most like some of the most expensive skins in the game, sort of thing.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, like I mean, like there's a couple characters that have like $30 skins.
Oh, fuck that.
Yeah, but like I mean, it's $30 for like us because New Zealand.
Yeah, might as well play Valorant.
Yeah, yeah, and then like the obvious choice would be Jinx because of Arcane.
Oh
as
yeah,
well.
no, yeah. I was thinking that either like Vi or Jinx would be very great advocates for League of Legends and Smash Bros. Because of Arcane.
Yeah,
not saying that like if it wasn't for Arcane, they wouldn't be on the roster, but like use your assets.
Arcane's fucking huge.
It garnered so many. I've like my entire family, besides my parents, obviously, like they never seen League of Legends before. Most of us joke about like the whole League of Legends
fandom
thing. Yeah, the fandom thing. But like it was funny because like I thought as a collective, because we joke about it a lot, we wouldn't like openly watch it, and then I found out all of my siblings watched it, and they were like, "It's not that bad," and I was like, Shit, okay.
It's not like the game though. Not in the slightest.
Oh no, I found that was my favorite part about scrolling on TikTok. Everyone being like, "Arcane's so great," and
I'm
then
gonna try League of Legends.
scrolling down to this, someone's like, "So I tried League of Legends because of Arcane, and now like I really want to kill myself." And I'm like, brother, okay, well, that's no good.
That's no good. So like Jinx or Vi sort of thing. But there's also another smaller thing called Riot Forge, which is like a little smart branch off thing, and they make like the indie game sort of thing for Riot. But as of last year, there was a huge lore character that was brought in, known as the Ruined King.
Right.
And the Ruined King is like there's like the Shadow Isle is like the Shadow Isles and like those infected by the Black Mist sort of thing. It's all stems from this one character. So like having him in would be kind of huge as well. But like it'd just be like it wouldn't match up to the hype of Jinx or Vi, but
it would sell units.
Yeah.
It would definitely sell units.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't really know. Last time I checked on the League of Legends community, it was Tyler One. Was it Cutie Pie? Is that his fucking name?
I'm a Cutie Pie, yeah.
Yeah, I'm a Cutie Pie. And they were like, I've noticed like in the League of Legends community, like they're very like closed, like the competitive scene at least. Like I've seen a very few branch out to a different game. 5 seconds in, they're like, "Oh, this game sucks. This game sucks. I can't do this. I can't do that." Blah 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 blah. And then I'm like, "What the fuck?"
It's a bit complicated with that sort of thing. But yeah, and like people would kind of, it would be like, why would you get? It's like, why would you get Viego for it? Like, that's the Road to King's name.
Yeah,
why would you get Viego for it? Like, he's a fairly new character, sure, but like people like he's just like he's not one of the poster children sort of thing. And like going into that, like one of the poster children is a very little known character, heavy sarcasm on that, called Yasuo.
Oh yes,
and he would sell so many fucking units. And Liam O'Brien as well. He would.
Oh yeah, if we could get Liam O'Brien on Smash, I would be all for it.
Yeah, it would be huge. I mean, if you're going to do the like, if we're going, I mean, like there's like the Spider-Man would be like the Sony rep, but it's also Marvel sort of thing. Yeah. Goku would be like the anime rep, but also Bandai Namco.
Same with Dio Brando as well.
Yeah. NetherRealm could potentially get involved and bring a DC character in.
Oh, that's Warner Brothers double owned.
Warner Brothers double owned. Yeah. But so it's like the same with Disney with Sora.
Yeah, exactly. No, yeah. So like it's what was it? Spider-Man and what did you say? Oh, like DC and Spider-Man, Sony, Marvel. Yeah. Any DC character is also double Warner Brothers owns. So yeah.
And most people would probably go for Batman. It's just like Batman is like the most he's like the popular one. But as much as I love Batman, he's overused.
Oh yeah,
in any like sort of fighting game sense. But like in terms of like a DLC character that could match up to the hype of Batman, and it can't be the main trio because it can't be the main trio. I would go with Darkseid.
Yeah, no. That works a lot.
Darkseid would be huge.
He'd be very interesting.
Yeah,
because he'd definitely sell units. It's just his kit, and he's got a very good kit.
Yeah,
so he'd be actually a really good representation for DC Warner Brothers.
Yeah, and in his final Smash move, he could it could be like a grab from like his avatar form, dragged to the source wall.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah. Be very good, very interesting.
Yeah. Let's do a recap of the characters that we have said. If we can remember them.
I've already forgotten my first one.
Fuck.
I know the second one was a Miles Edgeworth.
There was Crash Bandicoot. There was
Miles Edgeworth, Leon Kennedy. What was it?
And there was Sceptile. Yeah. Okay, maybe we won't do a recap.
Maybe we'll just remember it because you guys were listening.
Yeah, if you are. Stares intently into the
stares at Mike.
Yeah. No. I think that would be like a pretty good roster, just like with.
It would sell units.
Yeah.
Very well.
Yeah.
And I do like that. I mean, obviously, like Yakuza being an introduction. I know the treatment it'll get. Everyone like. A small crowd would be like, "Oh my god, Yakuza," and then the rest of the crowd would be like, "Oh,
Shadow."
Yakuza.
That was another one.
That's right, Shadow was in it, and I agree with that 100%.
Yeah,
Shadow would be fucking amazing, but like I know Yakuza's gonna get that treatment of just like, the Yakuza game, or even the worst one, which would be, I don't know that game. I don't want to buy it.
Yeah. I was just thinking, about like a stupid thing. It's just like they could get the Glock with it before they get the Cox with it. But
yeah, exactly.
But then I remember that New Zealand has a badminton team called the Blackhawks.
I did not know that, but that makes sense.
Like shuttlecock.
Yeah, shuttlecock, but like. How did that? Nah, someone definitely looked at it and they were like, "Hey, do you think we could get away with this? Be my guest." So we got away with it. Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, New Zealand fucking legends.
Good old New Zealand.
Yeah. So we're gonna end the episode with Black Cocks. So thank you guys for listening to this episode, and hopefully for our next episode we can have a very special guest.
Indeed.
A very special guest, and hopefully if we can get that special guest on next time, we will talk a lot about musicals, because that was something that we haven't covered as much.
Oh, yeah.
Musicals are like a huge part of like nerd industry, and it would be nice to have like an episode that was dedicated to that. Yeah. So thank you guys so much for listening. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, night, afternoon, whatever the fuck. Anyway, so goodbye.
Bye.
Shit like this has a movement down. Everyone's a feminist until there is a spider around. Spider-Man.